So I'm trying to get us there. Okay, load it up on the village. Fireside time, peeps. Post. Let's go to Middle America now. So I'm going to all the various areas where we have folks and letting them know fireside time. Post. That screen cap's not looking good. It's looking like it's all blurry. Yep. Can you guys hear me? Vid will clear soon. Can you hear? Let's see. What internet am I on? Let's try Clan 5G. Are we on 5G yet? 5G. Let's see what goes on. Okay, so they can hear us, but they can't see us because all the millions and trillions of dollars I pay a month for my internet obviously is not doing anything for us. Let me kick everybody offline. Actually, I'm going to try to reboot this thing. Give me 1 second, guys. What a world. Goodness gracious. Let's see here. Make it public. That is public. Yikes. All right, let's try this again. Fireside time. Where'd you go? Hit this one. Elgato. All right, let's load it up again. Nope. Okay. Can you hear me? Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Hopefully that's up. Hopefully it stays that way. Is it the same link? Let me delete this here. I'm trying to get everybody notified. And so I got to do some deletions and then come back to y'all. Thank you for your patrons. Patience. Thank you for your patience, you beautiful people. Let's see if this is actually going to work. Let's see. I can see you. It's acting up just like before. Let's see. Maybe I'll make some phone calls and get some folks off the what do you call it? Why can't I think? Why can't I think today, y'all? Let's see. Where's Blue? There she is. Leah in the house. Now you talk like Bruce Lee. Hey, can you do me a favor and get everybody off the internet, please? Okay. 100%. I'll talk to Dorian. Christos Anesti, Rich, just ordered my new stimulus gun. I bet you did, Elio Mike. I bet you did, my man. I gotta go to the range with you before stuff changes in my living situation. You're still in Maine, right? Where's Dorian? Dorian. Man, I'll tell you what, guys. It's been the week from hell. Leah lost moderator privileges. My guy, I need you to get everybody offline. Love you. Okay. I think we're back. Yeah, are the ranges still open? Are they essential personnel? I think they're essential personnel. Don't you? Why do you hate Gigi Allen? What's up, Tasco? Why do I hate Gigi Allen? I do not hate Gigi Allen. It's just algorithmically, it's not good for our channel, and so it's our channel's going to get a hit algorithmically if we do the Gigi Allen thing, which I'm not necessarily opposed to. I just have to make sure that there's enough interest in it in order to do that. You see what I'm saying? So that's why. What I was supposed to do was post somebody was supposed to thing, and then I was supposed to see like 200 likes or something like that. And if it got 200 likes, then I would do it because that would mean that there's enough interest for it. So I don't know. Hold on, I'm multitasking right now. This Fireside link should work. Okay. Hello from Indonesia. What's up, Kevin? Assalamu alaikum. I'm a member and found that the range is open, but only 5 members at a time. Okay. What's up, T-Waz? I responded to your... Okay, I'll check it out, Tasco, since you responded to the thing. The Hue with the Papa Roach guy just dropped new version of Wolf Totem. For a minute, this live stream looked like a bad Japanese horror film. You would speak, and then a few seconds, your mouth would move. What about now, Chris? Is that still the issue? Is that still the problem? This has been the day from hell. I am so frustrated. You have no idea. Walaikum assalam. How you doing, Vin? Where's Sori? Sori's out with Johan getting ice cream, I think. Gotta review the Queen song, Princess of the Universe. Okay. I will. Is it me or does Vin look slimmer? Well, I'd assume that I'd be a little bit slimmer due to the ungodly amount of physical exertion I'm putting upon myself. No complaints though. Vin, I need big man size merch. How big are we talking about, Buzzkill? What's going on, Jay? Am I good? Well, you know, I'm not going to complain. So there you go. Yeah, planking is a pretty crazy. Like my workout regimen right now is it's kind of uncommon. It's just a lot of planks and a lot of kettlebell, and then a bunch of cardio. But yeah, planks are a killer. I'm trying to get up to 5 minutes on that, but we'll see. Don't complain, no one listens. That's true. That's very true. Hey, Vin, love the show. Hey, Dan, love that you love the show, buddy. Good to see you. Good to see all you beautiful people. It's been too long. Did you see the Biden-Sanders stream? Thoughts? If you're talking about the Biden-Sanders stream where they were together and what's-his-face was talking about why he's endorsing him, I didn't watch it. I couldn't bring myself to watch it. I was watching Jimmy Dore last night and a couple other people, they were playing it, and I literally fast-forwarded it. Like, I couldn't bring myself to watch Bernie and Biden together, literally. So, I'm a very big believer in knowing what your limits are, and that's well past my limit. T-Waz. Couldn't do it. If you lift weights, you don't have to do cardio. What's up, Mike? You don't have to do cardio. Sure, you get fat as hell, but at least you feel strong. Yeah, I mean, my goal is to trim and to sculpt. Sanders, Warren, and Obama have now all thrown it behind Biden. Not like it'll help. Yeah, I don't think they will. I just watched your Avenged Sevenfold Nightmare reaction video. Just loved it. Appreciate that, buddy. Thoughts on the Final Fantasy remake? My thoughts are I don't think I'm particularly qualified to have an opinion on it because I don't really know much about the Final Fantasy canon, and I wasn't really a big fan, to be honest with you. Fireside, I promise it works. Boop. Publish now. Okay, so now we've informed everyone. Prison workout. Yesterday was the 10th anniversary of Peter Steele's death. Any chance for typo? Yes, typo in the future. Fashal. David Bowie's final song ever, Lazarus. Yes. Leah, now the audio and the video are totally in sync. Yes. Perfectamundo. Hey, Sarah Jade. What's up? Your discussion after the Hugh song was the most important in years. Whoa. Thanks for that, man. Appreciate it. All this getting into shape. You know, a sphere, that's a shape. What's up, Dustin? Greetings from the stand. Greetings, brother. Good to see you. Jet Jag, what's up? I need some breakfast. Stay safe, stay healthy. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, ya Kevin. Just rewatch your interviews with Head. So cool. Yeah, we got some stuff in the works in the future with the big homie, so keep your eyes peeled, inshallah. Say hi to my dog, Denver. What's up, Denver? Denver, the last dinosaur. Remember Denver, the last dinosaur? What a freaking depressing idea, huh? Can you imagine being the last of your species running around with a bunch of humans? Shout out to the big homie Denver, the last dinosaur. What's up, Alex? Alex in the house? Showed the contradiction in everyone. Yeah, I'm very fascinated by all the contradictions that we are as human beings. It's very, very, very crazy to me. Favorite Slipknot song? Snuff, I think, probably. Probably Snuff. Can you review Blessed Be by Spirit Box? I feel like somebody asked me about that. It's probably you. Hope is all is well. Thanks again for checking out Fervence. Fervence is one of my favorite bands now. My brother was like, he saw the review. He's now a big Fervence fan as well. So I got some ideas for the band. Hopefully I can pitch it to him, and because I really believe in that group. I really like that band a ton. So, Vin, do I have to pay for requests? I'm indigent, but love your reactions if possible. How about She Sells Sanctuary by The Cult? Thanks so much. No, you don't have to always pay for a review. If there's enough attraction around that, then we'll be able to help you out. Gershak, you're holding up Covers Week. How close are you guys to being done that song? Favorite Korn song is Got the Life. Got the Life is my favorite song of all time. Mentioned you in my live stream last night. Nice, thank you. What's up, Ian? Good to see you, buddy. Shout out to the big homie. Top 5 Metallica song. I'm just saying this off the top of my head. Shortest Straw, Disposable Heroes, 1, Fade to Black. Fight Fire with Fire. Those are my top 5. Hopefully in June. Oh, good Lord. All right. We'll have to wait. Covers Week will be in June. No Master of Puppets. The Pot is my least favorite Tool song. No Master of Puppets. Yeah, I'm not sure why Master of Puppets didn't make the record. Didn't make my top 5. I don't know. But I wouldn't bump. I feel like Disposable Heroes is a better song than Master of Puppets. But I mean, what do I know? More Slayer. You know, I had Slayer on the short list and I overruled them for another band, and it turned out to be the wrong decision. So Slayer's coming soon. Yes, I will. You sent an email. That's cool. We've been getting flooded with emails from people all over the place. More often, more recently. Once we started like doing main stage bands at the main stage segment again, people started emailing us like crazy, like they used to do back in the day. I forgot how much it was, but would you ever react to rap in your videos? Yes. Do you think Joe Biden is going to get crushed by Trump like Joe Rogan said? 1,000 trillion %. 1,000% he's going to get rocked. It's not even going to be close. I don't think it's going to be close. I really don't. Sorry, Breaking Benjamin reaction the other day. Thank you. Would you do something off their most recent album? Yes, we would definitely be open to that for sure. By the way, let me check something out real quick. Vin and space. Is it vinand-sori.com? Such a weird name. Ha ha ha. Not bad. Hey guys, check out the website. The website is on its way. Look at this, huh? Essential worker here. Make way. Joseph the Capitalist. If you are one of the essential workers, man, I appreciate you, my guy. For sure. Are you guys going to open the pass? Yes, to death. I think we're going to be opening packages on this live stream. Yeah, so you guys check out that website, Vin and Sori. Vinand-sori.com. Vinand-sori.com. So like that's kind of what it's looking like right now. So we're gonna keep working at it, but it's looking good. Have you ever heard of a band called Moonspell? Vaguely, I've heard of Moonspell. I'm enjoying my vacation. I bet you are. Everybody get their stimulus checks? I haven't gotten mine yet. Thanks, Hector. Let me reach out to our people because she deserves some. Just shot everyone a peek of the website. Folks. So good. Your favorite Ghost songs. Thank you, Scotty Scott. Favorite Ghost songs. There was one Ghost song that I liked a whole bunch. I forgot the name of the title. Let me check. Give me a second, guys. Favorite Ghost song. Because anytime people ask me these questions, like I hate just like giving like BS answers. Like I want to give like honest answers. You know what I mean? So I gotta take a second and actually think here. All right. Mariana Cross. That was okay. Kiss the. Monstrance Clock I actually liked a lot. And the Life Eternal I liked a lot. And then the Dance Macabre was probably my favorite one. So there goes my ghost stuff. What's up, Big Chris? Square Hammer. Yeah, that was I think Square Hammer was the first ghost song that we did. Right on, Jay. Right on, sir. What's your backstory? I've just watched your videos, never really heard what you do or have done in the past. Uh, just garden variety stuff. I'm just your regular guy, man. Nothing really that big in the past as far as things I've done. Nothing that nobody else has done. I don't really have very compelling backstory, I don't think. New York Thrash, Devil Driver. I actually saw Devil Driver live twice already. I think we're supposed to interview them. Do you think the rapture could happen this week? No, I don't. I don't think the rapture could happen this week. Seven Dust, you got simulated today. That's good to know, my guy. That's good to know. The fact that you haven't done Iron Maiden the Trooper is a crime. When's the right website ready? I'm not sure. Are you sure we haven't done the Trooper? Because I'm a big Iron Maiden. Yeah, no, we didn't. Wasted Years, not the Trooper. Okay, you were right. I was wrong. My bad. Bloody Wood from India. Bloody Wood. We were actually supposed to do an interview with those guys like 2 years ago. Another Fervence track. Yes, another Fervence track is absolutely coming because I'm just a fan of that band. That song that we reviewed from Fervence was not even their single. It was, they sent me the CD digitally, and I was like, all right, I'm going to listen to the first 30 seconds of like the record. And I didn't get past the first 30 seconds of the first song, and I was like, I want to review that song. So they're just a ridiculously, really, really good band that I really, really believe in. So do what you want with it. I don't know when the website will be ready. I'm not sure. Thoughts on why? Thoughts on why what? Zeal and Ardor. Yeah, they're a really interesting band. Oh shit, Fervence is here. Look, they're right there. I've been paying attention. They're in the freaking chat right now. Unbelievable. How do you feel about Ronald McDonald appointing Vince McMahon head of his economic recovery team? No comment. Any more vector reactions? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there's going to be any more vector reactions. Devin Townsend's Casualties of Cool. Is that a new song? Did Devin Townsend just release something? When are you going to delve deeper into Pink Floyd? Byrne, I don't know if you know this, but we did an entire Dark Side of the Moon song by song breakdown. So that's there. I loved your reaction to Infant Annihilator Soil is Stillborn. Yeah, that reaction got picked up by like other channels and stuff, and we made the cut of like Reactor's best reactions or something like that. So there you go. Any bets or preferences on the VP pick? Well, the most cynical side of me, Tasco, is the I don't think I was supposed to. Okay, so I wasn't supposed to show you guys the link to the website. I was too premature, so I just got in trouble from our developer. My bad. So if you would just pretend you didn't see it before, that'd be great. And I just lost my train of thought. Check out Nothing More. Okay, I will. Thoughts on why you think the rapture can't happen this week? Well, when you say the rapture, Are you talking about everybody disappears, their clothes get left behind, and then in 7 years we've got, the Antichrist and all that stuff? Is that what you mean by the rapture? Jet Jag, what's up, buddy? I appreciate it, Jet Jag. Thank you for the super chat, sir. Oh, the VP thing. So the most cynical side of me says Obama, right? So that we can have another 8 years of Obama. But I think he's already painted himself into a corner as far as getting a woman. So it's probably going to be, and I hate to say it this way, that black lady. I don't know. Her name escapes me because I'm just so over the DNC at this point. I'm so disappointed. I haven't really, paid a lot of attention to what they're actually going to do. All I know is they're going to lose. That's all I know. Their dark side removes are amazing. Yeah. Okay, so a nobody, when you say yes, that's what you mean. The reason I don't believe it's going to happen this week is because I don't believe that's a biblical concept at all. That's why. I don't believe that the Bible teaches that. I'm looking forward to seeing more of the Quarantine Chronicles. The acting was legit good. I want to find out what happened with Soren and his plans. Yeah, when Zoe kind of figured out that I was Soren and that Sori was blackballing me or whatever, she was very, very upset. Very upset. The World Cup of Metal, I think, is a massively important undertaking that I haven't said anything about because I'm really digging it and I'm trying to figure out what to do as to how to make that happen. The reason Obama can't be VP is he'd have to be president if Biden dies. Yeah, but I'm not sure that loophole is not still open. I'm pretty sure that's open. Please react to Belphegor Baphomet. Amber, do me a favor and send me an email because that's very, very possible. Like very possible, like the next 14 days possible. Top 3 TV shows. Lost. We just got done watching what's that one with the kids? Stranger Things. Stranger Things is probably my favorite. And then the one with the guy didn't have any health care, so he went into selling drugs. Breaking Bad. Hey man, just wanted to say that your videos have gotten me through some dark times in my deployments overseas, and I just want to say your actions make me escape reality, so I want to say thank you. Kilburn, send me an email, vininsory@gmail.com. I want to keep talking to you. Alice in Chains is not in the Hall of Fame? That's not... Are you serious? Are you sure? How could Alice in Chains not be in the Hall of Fame? Amy Lee forever. Yeah, so I don't want to reveal your secret identity, but Amy Lee forever is the one that hooked up our awesome badass website that I prematurely posted to everybody. She's also a decent Fortnite player. Lost creator did the show called The Leftovers about the rapture. Whoa, I'll have to check that out. So be right back, Vin. I want to sell you on the idea that America is not the greatest country on earth. You're never going to sell me on that idea that America is not the greatest country on earth for all time, because that's what I believe. And I know I'm not objective about it, but that's where I'm at. I love me some America, and I always will. Pearl Jam before Alice in Chains? No. And I like Pearl Jam. I do. But no. Whoa, The Leftovers has... I really have to watch that. That's pretty crazy. You were indoctrinated well through the Pledge of Allegiance. Well, I mean, keep in mind, I wasn't born in this country. So, there's that. Overshadow Sean, my guy. What's up, big boy? How you doing? USA, yeah. Martin, send me that email. Saw the Orange Goblin song was posted. Appreciate that. No doubt, buddy. What's up, Mary Yachty? Ryan, are you Catholic? No, I'm a Protestant. Warbringer. I don't think we've done any Warbringer yet. And if I say America's the greatest country of all time, like I'm not disrespecting any other country. I mean, I was born in Jamaica. Like no disrespect to anybody, but I mean, I'm just red, white, and blue through and through, man. But no disrespect to any other country. I want everybody. Everybody should feel proud of their country. Everyone should feel proud of their country. Right on, Dustin. I'll be looking for it for sure. Kamala Harris would be a liability. Kamala Harris, please, no way. But I mean, whatever. Oh yeah, I've read a bunch of Max Lucado. I like Max's style for sure. Hello from the distant lands of Maine. What's up? What's up, man? Check out the new Yellow album if you like Alice in Chains. Love your reaction. One channel. Much appreciated, Ricky Williams. I appreciate you, my guy. Favorite genre of metal is probably black metal, but I don't know if that's really true because I just love Magua so much. And Magua is a black metal band, so that's what I'm saying. But I don't really know if that's my favorite genre. I probably like melodic death metal, like the Swedish melodic death metal. You can only bring 3 records. Follow the Leader from Korn. LD50, Mudvayne, and the first Slipknot record. Did you get the Magua tattoo? No, but when I finally do break down and get a tattoo, there'll definitely be something about Magua on it, whether a line or whatever. It'll probably say "Miss the right tree" somewhere. Nationalism is bad. Well, I mean, I make a distinction between nationalism and patriotism, but it can get bad, but it can also be very good too. Patriotism, I would say. Please make an interview with Tobias Forge. I will get right on that. I actually know somebody that knows him, so who knows? You named your son Orion. I did. I named my son Orion, and I came up with that title, that name at the Behemoth show. That is true. Metallica Freak, what's up? Patriots, Vin, why do you think Sanders constantly allows himself to get run over by the DMCs? He seems to have very little backbone. I don't think Sanders has any backbone whatsoever. And the only time I've seen Sanders lash out and say anything like halfway confrontational, it's against people that support him. So now he's saying that if we don't vote for Biden that we're irresponsible. It's just turning extremely ugly. So it seems to me that Sanders is sort of Achilles' heel is his strange desire to be liked or accepted by the people in the establishment, and I don't understand why that's so important to him. I really don't. Now, having said that, I also know, being in certain situations, being in very complex situations, that people on the outside have opinions and don't understand how hard things are for people that are actually inside of that. I get it. I understand that. But to me, Trump gave you the template as to how to win as a change agent, establishment destroying candidate. And Trump just honestly, genuinely didn't care how you felt about him. He didn't care about being liked by anybody on the Republican side. And Trump didn't have a problem with saying, no, if you guys screw me, I'm not going to tell my folks to vote for you. But for whatever reason, Bernie has this terrible desire to be liked by people. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Later, David. Any truth to the report that the virus is lab-borne? I don't. Wuhan is by a biochemical lab, I heard. I don't really traffic in that stuff unless there's, hard data, because we can speculate for years, and I've tried to limit what I say about the virus, good or bad, because there's just so much misinformation out there. So, I don't I've got no comment on that. Hello, Vin, you the best. No, Curtis, you're the best. It's 2016 all over again. You'd have thought he would have learned his lesson. In my opinion, this is worse than 2016, because in 2016 it was obvious that he had no chance, whereas he did have a chance this time around, and he couldn't close the deal. Mars Volta. Voter shaming will breed resentment of the DNC. His best quality, being kind, genuine for the people, and generally nice, was also his weakness. Yeah. 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 Well, he digs confrontation against his own supporters, though. The one girl posted the thing about Biden being a crook and corrupt, and then the very next day, he goes and throws that person under the bus. I mean, he just completely disillusioned with the guy. And now it's like, if by some strange accident of history he got the nomination, now it's clear and obvious that there's no way in the world that man would be able to get stuff done that we need done. Let me see if I can get Sori to get me a thing of orange juice. Hannaford, leave. Hold on, guys. Leave Johan in the car, please. Stand clear of the closing doors, please. Watch Turn Washington Spies. You will love it. Thoughts on the hydro? Again, I'm not commenting on the treatments or anything like that. Not because I'm upset about it. It's just because I literally don't know anything about it. And in a situation like this, I only feel like the expert should be speaking. You know what I mean? Like, it's just strange to me in a situation like this. All of a sudden, everybody's an expert. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I'm a dumb YouTuber with a high school education, barely. It took me 5 years to get out of high school. Like, so I don't have an opinion on it. Where's Sori? She's out with Johan getting some ice cream. No, Bob Miller, I don't feel disrespected at all. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? How is Sori's bad neck? Yeah, so we took her to the chiropractor, which is really interesting, because I was kind of like, I had a friend who was a nurse practitioner who was like down on chiropractors, but I'll tell you what, that guy, he did a couple of these, kung fu things, and then cracked her neck a couple times, and she's been so much better. It's been night and day. It's unbelievable. So shout out to the chiropractor. Shout out to the big homie. Vin, are you good at guitar? No. I'm good at other things, not guitar. I'm just not. I just take guitar. Guitar is like just a stress reliever for me to some degree. Dorian got fired. Dorian didn't get fired. The whole, what do you call it? COVID thing has him not working right now. But we've got other things in the family that I want him to head up. So he's doing a lot of reading, and he's earning money based on his readings, and then based on he does presentations and such. No, you're good. Have you guys watched Killing Eve? Why does that sound familiar to me? Killing Eve. Did we talk about that while we were trying to play Fortnite? Let me see. I'm at YouTube right now. Killing Eve. Let me check this out. Killing Eve. Official trailer. No, we haven't watched it yet, but that looks very, very interesting. I might. That's wonderful news. I'm glad she's feeling. I've had a trapped nerve before and it hurts. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Dorian has to learn how to handle a fire. Well, we're non-lethal pacifists in this house, so um, we've had enough shooting and killing. So that's not going to happen anymore. Attached to our name. So, big homie Dan, pretty good, buddy. Thanks for talking to me yesterday. Let me tell you about Vietnam, a country I believe to be better than America. I'll preface this with me saying I have no ties to Vietnam. Well, if Vietnam is so awesome, go live over there. You're still in America, right? Go live in Vietnam. If you think Vietnam's better than America, Ben. If Dio and Dime are in your super group, would Tony Iommi get in on rhythm guitar? Who the bass man? We had an error today that really pissed me off, but I'm gonna withhold commenting on that until tomorrow. Okay, and you'll figure out tomorrow about my thingy. Shout outs to the big homie Omar Barati. What is up, my guy? Buh. There you go. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. There you go. Boom. I just changed the title to Fireside with Vin and Omar Barati. Is that enough of a shout out for you, sir? Are you going to react to any more I Prevail songs? Yes. We are. What do you think of the show Lucifer? Don't really watch that show. Sorry. Haven't watched that show in quite some time. What would you say is America's greatest achievement? I'd say the moon landing. Sadakt. I honestly think America's ability to self-reflect, self-criticize, and correct itself. You know, as a black man in America, I think we've come really, really far. I feel like we got a long way to go, but I think America is pretty good at self-correction. I think America is also very good at innovation and things of that nature. So, there you go. I know you're not a fan of new atheists and skeptics. Which one is your favorite? Well, I'm not a fan of people who are not familiar with the basic historical categories and intellectual history of their movement. So it's not that I have a problem with new atheists per se. It's just if I quote Bertrand Russell and then somebody says, "Oh, that's your Christian," blah blah blah, and I'm like, "No, man, that's Bertrand Russell. That's one of your guys." You know. So I listened to, because of Alec, I listened to Sam Harris's podcast a lot. I'm a Sam Harris fan. I think he's a brilliant brother. We had an interview with Aaron Raw. We did like 3 hours with him. I like him, obviously. Where's your Biden? Vin, you do a good Trump impression, a decent Obama. Your Bernie is spot on. Where's your Biden impression? I can't do it. I can't do a Biden impression, and I'm not going to tell you why, because I'm trying as hard as I can to be as respectful as I possibly can to the big homie. But, Lord, I can't do it. I do plan on moving to Vietnam. I need to learn Vietnamese first. I've already researched their path to citizenship. Seems pretty low. I'm excited at the prospects, if I'm honest. Okay, Ben, send me the picture of you from Vietnam. Then I'll take what you have to say seriously. You're hilarious. I love it. When are you going to give your English buddy Ian his next fix of Cradle of Filth? I'm not sure. That's a good question. What do you think about the Essenes, the Tiscadine, and modern-day Gnostics? I think the Essenes were awesome, and modern-day Gnostics are interesting. You know. We never went to the moon. America also has the best PR cover-up engine. No doubt about it, Amy Lee. No doubt about it. Look forward to it. May I suggest gasoline first? Send me an email, Mariotti. What's your favorite individual album by Wu-Tang Clan? Man, I was never a Wu-Tang guy. Never. I mean, to me, I just never was. Wu-Tang and Bad Boy had beef, and I took the Bad Boy side. I was not. I never really got into Wu-Tang. I always thought they were overrated to this day. Thanks for answering my question. I'm a big fan of Harris as well. Listen to his podcast. Yeah, I want to hear more about shaved legs and corn pops. Just Sif Snorri's here. Yeah, yeah. Good lord. Why do you find it funny that I think Vietnam seems like a better country than America? Well, I don't find it funny. It's just I can't take it serious unless you show up to Vietnam. Like my mom said, America was a better country than Jamaica. So you know what she did? She jumped in a 747, went from Jamaica to America, got a house, and then came back, took me and my brother, and went over there. So that tells me that she really believed that. So when you do that with Vietnam, then I'll believe that that's what you believe. Bone Thugs. I'm a big Bone Thugs guy, for sure. What happened to the Syria MA documentary? The one about the Kurds and how the Kurds were supposedly going to get ethnically cleansed. That one, because I still have it. Yeah, I'm a fan of Michael Heiser. I've talked to him a few times. If there is a way to get him on the channel, that would be a very, very interesting situation. Because I talk to him on a pretty consistent basis. Oh, I know there's countries with better health care and are more advanced and all that. That's fine, but it doesn't matter to me. Red, white, and blue through and through. Those are my people. I'm gonna live and die with them. Hey Vin, would you say are the three? Who did you say are the three greatest Americans of all time? Malcolm X, Abraham Lincoln, even though he was racist as hell, and you got to give it up to the big homie George Washington. Well, I'll put Jefferson over Washington. So Malcolm X, Thomas Jefferson, and Abraham Lincoln. Hello from Brazil, sir. You got to check out Project 46. Love it. Strong hug. Strong hug back, buddy. Project 86 or Project 46, Felix? Staying healthy? Yes, I'm trying to stay healthy. Today I love the reaction of Nightmare. Next reaction, please. Afterlife by them. Very possible. Very possible. One conspiracy theory you believe in or believe is plausible. Well, I'm pretty certain now that not many people believe in the official story of how JFK left this world or Martin Luther King. You're going to be able to initiate a FOIA next year on Dr. King, and I would suggest that you do that. Do you like racing games? Sometimes. Sometimes. You know what's funny? I didn't actually watch Sori's reaction to Peace Cells. So I don't have an opinion on it. Building 7, controlled demolition. Yeah. You played Doom Eternal yet? No, I have not. I haven't had a lot of time. Yeah, Thomas Jefferson is an American like I'm an American. You don't have to be born in America to be an American, my guy. Vin, you're welcome in Morocco whenever you want. You'll eat couscous, drink a tea, and smoke. Well, breathe fresh air, then we'll see. Yeah, Omar, I've actually stopped in Morocco in my travels. So thank you. Both of them. Both of them. MLK and JFK. Well, you're going to be able to do a FOIA for some next year in regard to MLK. And like I said, I suggest you do the FOIA. You initiate that. Are you glad Mega Dave got fired, giving us Megadeth? No, I'm not glad. I understand the argument. It gave us a completely separate band that had a classic whatever, but I just think that would have been the closest we'd ever have to a supergroup. So I'm not a fan of the fact that he got fired. Pac or Biggie? Biggie, easily. I'm a better rapper than Tupac. Ask Sori, she'll tell you. I'm going to head off. Nice, pop in. Love you guys. Fashal, Ian. Salam alaikum. No, Trump hasn't managed to earn my vote. Not at all. I'm not voting for Biden. Hell no, I'm not voting for Biden. I don't care how irresponsible you say I am, Bernie. I'd say it was irresponsible for you. I'm not even going to start. See? Oh, you almost got me, Leah. East Coast bias. I mean, do you really think that lyrically speaking that Tupac could hold a candle to Biggie? Like lyrically? Did you hear the song Tupac did with Bone Thugs versus the song Biggie did with Bone Thugs? Like it's not even comparable. It's not even comparable. Gotta roll. Have a blessed one. You too, buddy. I'm astounded you're a Democrat. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Democrat. Tupac was absolutely overrated, 100%. How many states have you been to? I've been to a bunch of them. But I've been to more countries than I've been to different states. Figure that out. ETA on Metallica, Dream No More. This is the first I'm hearing about it, so I'm not sure. Tupac was sexy, Lori Poo says. I don't know. I don't know whether or not he was sexy. Hello from Australia. Really loving watching your videos. They're so inspiring, bring so much joy, great insight. Oh, Jason, I appreciate it. Far too kind. Far too kind. I'm legitimately a better rapper than Tupac Shakur. I agree. Rakim was definitely the most underrated. Big Nose Daryl, I would give her the White Pony record from the Deftones. I think that's a very good introductory band. Hey Vin, I've never listened to B.I.G. simply because I don't know where to start. Do you have any albums you'd recommend? Yeah, the Life After Death record, which came out in 97 and to this day is one of the best records of all time. Hey Vin, I've never listened to Big... Oh, okay. Why are you such a fan of Bernie? I'm a fan of Bernie because of what he was supposed to stand for, which is Medicare for all. Look, I'm not a fan of a person. I'm a fan of, when it comes to politics, I'm a fan of policy. And so it's not that I'm like emotionally connected to Bernie. It's the policy of Medicare for all and making sure we don't have Americans dying of preventable diseases under the unforgiving boot of capitalism. So that's the issue. It just so happened that Bernie was the one carrying that message. So that's why. Whoa. Okay. Leviathan, send me an email because we were actually going to do a Metallica song yesterday, but then it got overruled by somebody else. So thank you, Mariotti, for the email. Seven Dusted, be safe, my guy. Bro, it's socialism. I don't care what ism it is. I just want to make sure that Americans are covered and that they don't die. When I was growing up, it was Cypress Hill. Rap for us, please. Lori Poo, I have a rap song. You don't remember? There's an actual rap song. Breathe from Vin and Sori. There's another song coming soon. This one is actually with a music video and the whole 9 yards. Like, we're going crazy with it. We're going to spend some money on it. There's another one that's coming, but here's the Vin rapping. You're a fan of policy, but you won't vote for the person's policies that more closely align with Bernie. Perkinos, if you're saying that Biden is that person, I would have to respectfully disagree with you, my guy, because currently speaking, Trump is closer to Bernie Sanders than Biden is. Trump is saying that we got to do something about the 28 million uninsured Americans, and he's saying it's not fair, and he's got to look into it. Meanwhile, Biden came out and flat out said he would veto a Medicare for all bill if it came to his desk. So I don't know if you meant by that Joe Biden, but you're mistaken if you think that's the case. Whoa, Joey Z, what's up? Good to see you too, Leviathan. Biden can't remember what he ate for breakfast. You know, I'm trying hard not to mock Biden. I try hard to keep it as don't say anything about a person that you wouldn't say to them if they were in the room. So I'm trying not to mock him because I'd never mock Biden if he was in the room. However, I would tell him, my man, it looks like you're undergoing some significant mental decline, and I just don't feel that you're fit to lead this nation. I would say that to him. Did you guys get stimulated yet? No. We always get left out of that stuff. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable to me. Trump dropped the ball, 26,000 dead Americans so far. I mean, per capita, we have not experienced the death that Italy did. I'm not a fan of blaming anybody for this, for the deaths of the outbreak. I'm not a fan of blaming the New York governors who got on TV and said that Trump was xenophobic for banning flights to China, and then were telling people to go to these marches and to hug a Chinese person, et cetera, et cetera. I don't even blame them. They had no previous historical precedents to work from. I have a very hard time when I see people, and it goes right along partisan lines, blaming people for this situation. Now, what I will say is the only time I've actually blamed somebody is when Biden told people to go vote if they were not symptomatic a couple weeks ago. I don't know if you guys remember that. He told people on Twitter, he proactively told them, if you guys aren't symptomatic, go vote. That was horrible. It's absolutely horrible. It's sociopathic and it's evil. But that's because, you know, the CDC at that point had it was don't be in rooms of 25 or more. And then he said that I had a significant problem with. But I give a lot of leeway to people on the left and the right because they had nothing else to compare it to. Boys to Men or New Edition? Boys to Men. My brother was yeah, over the Mob Deep beat. Yeah. For sure. I appreciate it, Lori. Best band to introduce. I told you, Big Nose Daryl, it was Deftones White Pony. That's what I said. What was your most moving reaction to a song? The one that BBAMED, right in the feels. What's BBAMED? There's a song called Glow by this other band that hit me pretty hard, and it was some of my friends from the channel had been going through. One guy, his mom had recently died. We shot a video for her on the side or whatever, and she got it, and then like 2 days later she died. And then I had another guy who were friends on the channel, and he was going through some really, really hard stuff. And then like the song came into queue. It's Glow. I forgot the name of the band, but that hit us. That hit me pretty hard. So, and then Winner also hit me. Winner from Floor hit me pretty hard because my brother was going through some stuff at the time. So there you go. Here's Perkinas. No, he's not, you fool. Trump does not support healthcare expansion, and you know he won't push for it. Even if Trump does, the GOP does not, whereas Dems widely support healthcare expansion. Well, Perkinas, I'm not going to call you a fool, but I don't agree with you. I am not sure that Trump won't do it. And secondly, Trump controls the Republicans, not the other way around. If he says he wants to do something, they're gonna fall in line with it. And secondly, no, I do not agree that Medicare for all is a widespread idea among Democrats. And it's certainly not widespread among the leader of the Democratic Party, which right now, by de facto, has to be Joe Biden, who said he would veto it, even if the Republicans agreed to it. So I just don't think that the world is as simple as you're making it. Trump is not a prototypical right winger, and Biden is not a prototypical. He's not a leftist, that's for sure. And so the world isn't that obvious to me as it is to you. So I don't know what he's. I'm gonna go with Hashetput, Zonia. Any more from LD50? Man, I would love to do an LD50 album review. For sure. Vin, do you find that your faith is strengthened more from having conversations with folks whom you disagree with, or from... Oh, disagree. Disagree 100%. It's not even close. I don't care, Perkinas. Whether you say Medicare for all or healthcare expansion, it's untrue to say that Trump wouldn't do that. And I think what we've seen of Trump so far, it is silly to project to claim to know what Trump is going to do. I mean, they shoot down a drone. Everybody's like, all right, Trump, let's go left and right. They were telling him, let's bomb the hell out of these people. And he says, no, we need to show restraint. And he doesn't do it. And then he goes and takes out Soleimani, 6 months later. Like, to pretend that we can project what Trump is going to do in the future is ridiculous. All we can say is he's going to say some crazy shit. That's all we can say. So I'm going to have to respectfully disagree with you there, my guy. He's planning it. Well, that's right, Disaster. Of course, he's explicitly said on multiple occasions that he's planning on expanding healthcare. But there's some people that no matter what the man does, it doesn't matter. So, didn't he just make the COVID treatment free? That's a good start. Correct. He's also done student loan forgiveness for the next 6 months, which is, again, to the left of Biden. So, I can't vote for him, but I'm definitely not going to vote for Biden, and I'm definitely not going to fall for the whole "you're irresponsible if you don't vote for the person I tell you to." The fuck out of here, Bernie. You can tell me who to vote for. No way. That's not happening. I've been trying to find my way to Christianity. Don't know where to start. Tom, send me an email, vinsandSori@gmail.com. Shorthand, I'll tell you, start at the Gospel of John because that's my favorite. Ever read Thomas Sowell? Yes, I have. I like him. All right, Art, you're right. My bad. Forgive me for the language. I'm sorry. My bad. Keep up the good work. Say hello to Sori. No doubt, Omar. Rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How do you feel about the environment? I feel that we need to make sure that we're taking care of it. I think that's one of the biggest tragedies in the world, the environment that God's given us. Sometimes I'll just go to Google and I'll Google on the images 4K pictures, and it's something I do, especially after hanging out with Kai. Kai's a really cool brother. You should hang out with him if you get the chance. But I just look at nature scenes from literally all over the world, and I'm like, whoa, man, like, this is so freaking amazing what we have as a gift as human beings. And we're just crapping all over it, and it's tragic. It's tragic. And I think it's hard for humans to imagine an extinction level event caused by pollution and things like that. But man, when you look at how beautiful this Earth is and what we've done to it, it's kind of hard to understand why there isn't more urgency about protecting our planet. But again, what do I know? Did you get a new couch yet? No, I have not. I have not. Don't worry, Art. It's okay. The reason why he did student loan forgiveness is because a large amount of college students aren't eligible for stimulus checks. I work with 4 or 5 kids in college and not getting checks. That's fine, Kellen Dross. He didn't have to do it, though. He didn't have to do it. So, can you imagine Bernie, Biden, or even Hillary having to deal with COVID? Love it or hate it, Trump has done an awesome job. Okay, I think that Hillary would have done, out of anybody, the best job at COVID. I think Bernie would have done a very good job at COVID. Biden, I had no way. If anybody tells me that they honestly believe that Biden would have done a better job with COVID than anybody else on the planet, in America, in this chat, I disagree with him. And again, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Biden, but he's losing it. I mean, you've seen his interviews post-COVID. I mean, you guys have seen his interviews. His team tried to hide him. And then when Cuomo was getting all that heat, they put him out in front, and you saw what happened. No way. But Hillary Clinton, you trying to tell me Hillary Clinton would have handled COVID? She would have handled COVID very well. Hillary Clinton, as I said, is the most mentally agile politician in my lifetime. She was just unlikable as hell and completely disingenuous. Do I like horror movies? I like thrillers. Not really a fan of horror movies. Of course Biden would have done worse than Trump. Of course. Yeah, I'm not saying that Hillary Clinton isn't evil. I mean, if you know me, you know that I believe everybody's evil. My issue, though, is as far as analysis and as far as reacting to a crisis, especially when she has skin in the game, I have a hard time believing that Trump would have handled it better than she would have. She's not that bright. Hillary Clinton is not that bright. See, this is what gets me. This is the thing that gets me. Just because you disagree with someone politically, don't insult their intelligence. What do you mean Hillary's not that bright? Have you... I don't understand. I don't understand this stuff. What do you mean she's not that bright, MDeath fan? What's up, BM fan? I'm a Freddy Krueger guy over a Jason guy. What would you say the 3 most significant historical... Well, obviously, Declaration of Independence, 1776, the Emancipation Proclamation, and the moon landing. I'd say are the 3 most significant. I didn't mention the term original sin, though. Well, I just did. So there you go. Did Vin just say he thinks everyone is evil? Orion is not evil. Orion is absolutely evil. You have not met the little man. He's selfish and spoiled. I love him to death, though. She's a villainous genius. Yeah, I just don't understand, like, why we have to go there. Why do we have to go there and say that the woman is an idiot? Like, she's not an idiot. Hillary Clinton is one of the most brilliant minds that the United States has ever produced. Those are facts. Come on, y'all. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand that. I just don't get it. Biden would have probably done a better job than Kim Jong-un. I don't believe so. I don't believe Biden would have done a better job than Kim Jong-un. I don't believe that. No way. Vin, love your streams. Don't agree with everything, but you're awesome. Please check out Iceberg Gettysburg. Yeah. Yeah. I'll have to check that out. Thank you, Jet Jag. I will never vote for Biden. I'm claiming my irresponsibility, not voting. Right on, Amy Lee. Right on. Ooh, NT Wright, Uncle Dan. NT Wright is the man. I almost landed an interview with him back in the day in this other thing that we used to do. But yeah, NT Wright has formulated a lot of my thought processes for sure. Which artist would you like for president? Which artist would I like for president? I would trust Maynard with the presidency. Maynard James Keenan. And I think that's it. Maynard James Keenan, I think, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I mean, I give Trump a B on the Corona thing, but I give everybody. I think Cuomo's done a good job. I'm not a fan of his cutting Medicare and all that stuff. We're in New York. You know, the only really horrible, like I said, I give a lot of leeway. Anytime there's a situation where there's something that's never happened before, on the left or the right, I'm going to give a lot of leeway. What Biden did, though, telling people to go vote, that to me was beyond the pale. And the only reason I'm not attaching the term evil or sociopath like what's his face, Jimmy Dore did, is because I don't believe that Biden's all the way there, and I don't believe that he necessarily even wrote the thing himself. So I'm holding him accountable, but not completely all the way accountable because of his current mental condition. I don't agree with Maynard. I don't think Corey is very politically aware. I don't think he is either. Oh, Henry Rollins. Oh, no. I've seen a couple interviews with that guy. He's an interesting fella. No, I do not believe that the Constitution should be rewritten so that the popular vote is equal. No. I'm a big believer in the way the system is now. And just for full disclosure, I don't believe that Hillary would have beaten Trump if the popular vote was equal to the Electoral College either. I don't believe Hillary would have beat him in any scenario. What would you think if Orion likes mayonnaise? If Orion likes mayonnaise, that would confirm everything I believe about human nature. Right, Tejas. That's kind of where I'm at too. David Ick, is that the lizard people guy? That's the guy that believes that there's lizard people? What do you mean she won the popular vote? I know she won the popular vote, sister, but all that would have happened if the popular vote was the golden goose. Trump would have augmented his strategy and beat her anyway. So I don't believe she would have beat him in any way, shape, or form, in any situation. She had a terrible strategy, a terrible team. She was lazy. She didn't go to Middle America. And during the impeachment trial, during the impeachment stuff, Trump set a record of donations, 25 million of which came from California. Trump can get busy in California. So I don't believe that she would have beaten him in that situation. Are you in NY? No, I'm in Maine. What's up, Alex? But you say she's a genius. I rest my case. I'm Def fan. She can be a genius and be unlikable. What are you talking about? She was going up against a reality TV star. She was going up against her NAFTA record and all the rest of it, and the fact that she's eminently unlikable, which, by the way, is a common woe of powerful women. Powerful women are generally disliked by women and men, by the way. They intimidate insecure men, and they also intimidate insecure women. So the fact that she lost, look, she's brilliant. She's academically brilliant and systemically brilliant as far as she knows how to, bring systems together to bring a result. Trump, though, is more brilliant on manipulating human beings. He is. And he's got more charisma than she does. But that doesn't take away from the fact that she's a brilliant woman. I don't understand this. Like, M. Deathman, me and you were in a chat room, okay? I barely graduated high school. I don't know where you got your education, but I'm certain you don't have the educational credentials that Hillary Clinton has. I mean, what? Good Lord. Do you think California should be an independent country? No. I want to keep the union together. Vin, what religion of your own do you find the most interesting and insightful? Islam. By far. I don't know what I would say likable so much as she comes across as extremely cold, if that makes any sense. She's eminently unlikable. She's unlikable.
Who are you talking about, me?
Hillary.
She is.
M. Death Fan is saying that Hillary's an idiot or that she's not too bright.
What?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
No, she's not. She's just a liar. Hi, guys.
We went to the same high school.
Now we can get the party started.
Okay, well, if you went... Yeah, I can see you at MJ. If you went to the same high school as me, then you're definitely not in any way, shape, or form remotely close to Hillary Clinton in intelligence. Good night.
You have a secret crush on Hillary? Is that true?
No, I don't have a secret crush on Hillary. I don't think in any Middle America review that I've ever said anything positive about Hillary. I don't think I've ever said anything positive about Hillary in Middle America, but to say that she's not intelligent is absolutely beyond me.
You guys, if you put cucumber in your water, it's amazing. Only if you like the flavor of cucumber, though.
Found a Mormon for you to debate. What would I possibly debate a Mormon about?
I don't think anyone ever had a crush on Hillary. I mean, I'm pretty sure Bill did at one point.
Favorite video game is Street Fighter 2. Hillary was absolutely beautiful.
That Monica? NMJ? Is that Monica?
Yeah.
You really? You might have COVID?
Whoa, who? Monica?
Isn't that Monica in that little picture?
She might not have wanted her name blasted like that. I don't want to say she was absolutely beautiful. No, I'm not going to say that, but she was cute.
Who?
Hillary in college. She was cute. I understand you want to keep the union together, but I don't see this country coming together anytime soon. Yeah, but Eve, you gotta.
Are you scared?
You gotta look at the positive.
Monica?
Latter-day Saints now, is that what it is?
We have a board in our room, and I was thinking about if you could paint the sky any color what you wanted, what would it be? Oh,
red.
No. Oh my gosh, no.
Red.
I would leave it just the way it is on a blue sunny day. I love that.
Red.
No, a red sky would stress
red
me
and
out.
blood from a lacerated sky.
Oh, no. It's not even close, Big Nose Daryl. It's Tool, but I like some of In This Moment songs. But Tool, it's like an overall I like.
We're praying for you hardcore, Monica.
Yeah, I have a board in our room, and I was thinking a lot of people have been, she's up, Alex. I'm going to put on the board the different people that have asked for prayer. So I'm gonna add Tyrone right on there, and you, Monica.
Who is I love Raining Blood. Who would be a better president, Moses or David?
President?
Yeah, that's a no-brainer to me. Moses, easily.
Whoa, I just almost wrote with a permanent.
Easily Moses would is easily. Create my structure. Now I shall.
Tell her to keep us posted.
Yeah, keep us posted. I think you would have a really interesting philosophical discussion with the Buddhists. I think I could. I've got a good friend who's a Bhakti yoga practitioner, and Hinduism is very, very fascinating to me. Lucifer would be a better president than Moses, probably.
Babe.
Probably. What?
So we got that one, but I can't remember the person's name on that one. The surfing accident.
Yeah, we got a little prayer board up.
Yeah, so the prayer board is started, so.
Moses made a 3-day trip last 40 years. I have no idea why people keep doing this.
I know.
That was not Moses. Better president, Teddy or Franklin Roosevelt? Franklin Roosevelt. Gia has to get shots tomorrow. Okay. If you could interview any president alive or dead, who would you pick? I'd interview Trump. Because
I would really enjoy that.
I just talked to somebody 2 weeks ago who did security detail for Trump. And he was like, yo, man, how he is in real life is different from how he is on TV. Yeah. I wonder. I didn't ask him. He couldn't say. But I would love to talk to Trump. If you could turn yourself into any dessert you wanted, what would you turn yourself into?
Oh.
Okay, Monica. Keep us posted for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Better president, Moses or Paul? Ooh, I still have to give the edge to Moses. He's just got the experience of leading a massive group of people. Yeah. Paul is just like a CIA is, like just drop him into a country. He learns all the, the context. He builds something up and then he can go. Like, I would put Paul at the head of SOCOM, but I wouldn't put him in the head of the country. He wasn't that guy. My 5
favorites. Okay, I really enjoyed Pink Floyd. I love Pantera. I love Slipknot. I love Pantera.
Who would have?
I think Tool, obviously. But I also liked, remember that band that we just listened to and I really liked the guy's voice? Was it the Benjamin one? Remember that Benjamin band? What was that one?
Breaking Benjamin?
Yeah. Was that the one where it really was something kind of new and I really liked the guy's voice?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lori Poo. Ghost is kind of like when I first started hearing Ghost, I loved Ghost, but then like the sound there wasn't enough variation in the sound of the songs for the most part, and so that's kind of like.
Vin showed everyone our half-finished website, but it's awesome.
What do you mean he showed? He showed everybody.
Paul sabotaged Christ's message and led the masses astray into Christianity.
What did you do? How did you show everybody?
Well, geez, Porter. It's a strange thing that Peter and John and the rest of those guys were not able to catch that, but you were. But stranger things have happened, I guess.
Babe, hi Tammy. Babe, how did you do that? What do you mean? How did you show everybody that?
I just sent them the link to the site.
Oh. It was looking good though. Yeah, Leah, I wanted to do, there's one about like a diary or something like that, and that was the one that I wanted to do. But
Moses.
Vin had it picked over there.
I'll pick Moses over everybody.
Yeah, Moses is going to win every time.
Lawgiver, legislator, he even made some amendments.
Can you guys see these nails?
He's the greatest of all time as far as
these
that
are
goes.
the nails that Becky sells. Oh, you can't see. They're not as, you can't really tell in that. Oh, that stinks. They're really cool. They're like darker black down here, and then these are silver over here. Do
you ever watch your own reactions? Yes.
But all you do is it's literally like you peel off a sticker, you stick it on your nail, you like just kind of like pull on it to rip the end, and then you just file. And then the nail is done, and it's dry, it's ready to go. Like, it was so fast.
FDR was
Oh
one of the
my,
worst
right.
presidents ever.
Tosco. I haven't heard Opeth in so long. I mean, how could we know anymore?
Have you heard the Gospel of Judas that was discovered in Egypt? Well, Gospel of Judas has been around for quite some time. It's a
Yeah,
Gnostic
Katie,
gospel, and we all know about it.
these are so easy. They're so wonderful. I'm just waiting to see how long they last because literally nail polish, I don't even wash dishes. The kids basically do all the dishes. And then nail polish won't last like maybe a day or less, even if it brags about being 10 days and all that. So I'm curious to see how long these are going to last because I am super, super impressed with how easy they were. Like I put mine on and I put Selah's on in like a super short span of time. And then you don't have like the smell of like the nail polish and
I've read all the entire Gnostic corpus, so yes, I have read it.
I've tried like nails where you put them on and they're like vinyl or like kind of plasticky, that it's basically the same idea. They're hard, it's hard to like, I don't know, your nails feel like they're not breathing, but this literally feels the same as nail polish. My nails don't feel like they're like
Lori, send me an email. I'll give you a link to a digital copy of the Gospel of Judas.
Katie, I do too, depending on my mood. I also like the smell of
Pontius
gasoline
Pilate
depending
for
on my
president.
mood. It's so weird. Opeth, face of Melinda. Really? Brother. Peter Steele for president. I'm a fan of Peter Steele, but I don't think I could picture him being a president.
All these folks should watch Michael Heiser lectures on Gnostic Gospels and Gnosticism in general. Yeah, Michael Heiser's the man.
Overkill. Is that a band or is that a song?
That's a band, I'm pretty sure. We all betray Jesus, James.
Oh, okay. Big Nose Daryl, I have some sad news for you. So, because I have 5 children, and Vin is very loud, actually, because he's usually always talking about something or playing something, rewatching a video, or learning something new. There's so much sound that I used to put on music by myself. I don't even do it anymore because I, like, covet the quiet. So I don't have bands that I listen to anymore.
That's such a good name.
Covet the Quiet?
Yeah, that's a good name for a song or a band. It's a good name for... I'm going to write a song called Covet the Quiet.
I'll give it to you.
I'm going to take it.
So, yeah. I don't I don't. But I depending on my mood, like I said, sometimes I like a bit of Slipknot, sometimes some Tool, and Sori loves Peace Cells. Yeah, that was pretty crazy re-listening to that. I was like, oh, why did I give it such a horror? I guess like over the span of like 2 days, I gave it like an even worse song. Okay. I gave it an even worse sound. Grade.
I want to start a band called Social Distancing. Somebody sent me a beat and said, "Hey, you wanna work on this stuff?" Nice. Alagon got over 1,000 views on that thing. Good for them. Good for them. Words are very unnecessary. They can only do... BM fan. You're the guy that introduced me to all the socialism stuff and made me feel okay to call myself a democratic socialist. Who are you? What are you gonna do, man? Are you gonna vote for? I need some guidance here. Seriously, are you? What are you gonna do in this election, my guy? What's your take on the Jehovah's Witnesses? Have you ever reacted to Oshino?
That sounds familiar.
No, I've never heard of Oshino.
Why does that sound familiar?
She gave Snuff a 6. Are you kidding me? No, I'd rather just start my own business and all that. But what are you gonna do, BM fan? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do in this situation?
Stop autocorrecting.
Do y'all know anyone with autism? Yes, I do. I do know a couple autistic people.
No, we don't have anything by Oceano.
Thank Nixon, the gold standard. Don't vote. All right, Pony. As for me, I live in Rhode Island. I'm doing my safe protest vote for Bernie because no matter what, Rhode Island is going Biden. Okay, so you're going to be irresponsible like me and not vote for Biden because that's what Bernie said today. He said if you don't vote for um, for Biden, you're irresponsible.
Ridiculous.
So you didn't get the orange juice.
Nope. It was 9 by the time I saw it. If you would have called.
Nothing would have happened. I've called you a bunch of times.
No, I answered. You called me right before that and I answered. But I was in the middle of a pretty deep conversation.
After Trump's defeat and refusal to give up the office, you'll realize what you got into. I don't believe Trump is going to be defeated by Joe Biden.
Big nose Daryl, why? That wouldn't be a wise question to answer.
What?
Okay, so for both of you, out of your old relationships back in the day, which one was your favorite?
I don't understand that question.
Of all the people you were ever in a relationship with, out of which one was your favorite? You can't count me. Everybody else besides me, out of all those girls, which one's your favorite? Don't answer that.
Aside from you?
Yeah, back in the day. So of all the guys that I ever dated, which one was my favorite aside from you?
I didn't date a lot of girls.
Well, yeah, but out of the ones that you did, there was enough to still have a favorite. I already know the answer, actually, to yours.
I don't think you know the answer.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Kellen Joss, I just don't think that that's true. I don't think that Trump would stay in the office if he lost. I just, there's nothing that he's displayed in the last 4 years that would indicate that. That's ridiculous. Biden will lose bigly.
Michael Ray, it's a trap. It is a trap.
I mean, but I know you. I know who your favorite was. You know what I mean? Like I don't see how that's such a problem. How's that a problem?
Well,
like,
you just said I don't know who your favorite was.
Well, I know who yours.
Yeah, you already know what mine is,
yeah.
But I don't. I think I know who yours was. Was it the person I said?
Yeah, sure.
It wasn't.
You won't vote Trump, but you would consider voting for Ivanka if she were to run in the future. I grew up in church every Sunday and Wednesday, as well as mass with my aunt and uncle. I feel like the most important thing in the Bible is don't judge, lie, steal, or kill. The poor kids are just as smart as intelligent as the white kids. Yeah, exactly, John W. Thank you. It's unbelievable to me. It's unbelievable to me.
Tosco, you think that he doesn't enjoy being president?
I think he does enjoy being president.
I think he, yeah.
Although I don't think he enjoys being president right now because Trump feeds on the adulation of his fans and all that. So when he goes and he's got those thousands of people in the, chanting his name and all that stuff, he really, really likes that. So I don't think he enjoys being president now, but I think prior to this, he loved being president. Are you familiar with the New Perspective on Paul within New Testament scholarship? Yeah, I'm familiar with the New Perspective. I'm an N.T. Wright fan.
Aw, Lori.
Thanks, Lori Pooh. We love you. You're awesome. You're my favorite Satanist. Tell the truth.
I forget Lori's a Satanist.
Yeah. I'm very familiar with the New Perspective on Paul. He's lost $1 billion as president, but still thinks he loves it. Yeah. I think. Yeah. I think Trump, he'd just go back to making billions or whatever. He'd cash in on being the president for 4 years. I don't think he would stay in there. Like again,
Sane Clown Posse a main stage?
ICP? Nah, I don't think they're main stage. I think they're.
Oh my word, Travis! He was actually doing this debate with someone like a couple days ago, and it was really good. You would have really enjoyed it, but they lost it, so you won't see it.
Oh yeah, the Muslim dude.
Yeah.
I'm glad though, because I love Muslims and I don't enjoy making Muslims look bad, so I'm glad that got lost. Now
Man, when you pick a pet, man, you stick with it. You know what a pet is? I feel like you don't know what the word means.
Now he's avoiding me like the plague.
It's a favorite. It means
Trump
favorite.
is all ego. He likes being president when people adore him. He doesn't like being president when people come at him with accusation and such. Well, who does? This is the thing that gets me. It's like, this is like the successful brainwashing that the DNC apparatus has done to people. Listen to this statement. He likes being president when people adore him. Who doesn't like being the president when people adore them? He doesn't like being president when people come at him with accusations and such. Well, name the president, Kalendros, where that's not true. It's what a strange thing to say. So this didn't fit Obama, that didn't fit Clinton. It's so weird. Like these strange statements. It's like people saying, oh, Tom Brady, he gets nervous when the pocket collapses. Duh! You got, you're a skinny little white guy and you got a 400-pound black guy that can run a 4.4. He's coming straight at you. Yeah, he gets nervous when the pocket collapses. What quarterback doesn't?
Right.
What in the world? This doesn't make sense to me. Notice me on board. Woohoo!
What's up, Victor? Victor has a whole bunch of songs lined up for the next Rockathon.
Inshallah. A 6-3 Supreme Court would lead to a theocracy. Inshallah. Inshallah. Theocracy now. Here's Jay. That sounds like all humans. Correct. Correct. Donald, thanks, buddy. $20.
Up? Thank you.
Appreciate you, Donald.
Oh, yeah. No, he did. He had a discussion with the Black Israelite. Did you release that at all for people?
I did not release that.
Is there a reason?
Well, just none of it fits into any of our channels.
Is it unlisted? So you could post a link right there? If people want it?
Yeah, I'm not very interested in spreading that all over the place. I saw you guys
email us and ask for it because he's more likely.
Monica, that was the Black Israelites. That wasn't the Muslims. But yeah, they were pretty horrible people.
Oh yes, yeah. That's where did they call me a dog or a bi or what?
Yeah. Don't dare me, dare your diary.
Honestly, this is really terrible, but I kind of like it when people do stuff like that because I like to see how he's gonna react. It's.
Well, I mean, yeah.
You mean what? I'm like, oh, you shouldn't have done it.
It's the internet. Me and him come from the same culture. Yeah. Like, I talked to him. We've had conversations offline, and I said, man, you wouldn't say that shit if I was in the room. He's like, nah.
Nah!
And it has nothing to do with him being afraid of me. It's just... people over the internet, they'll say things that they don't say in real life. When we went to Cali, I had hit him up. I was like, yo, I'm in Cali. Come through.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. He didn't want to hang out.
Yeah.
I got stimulated last night.
I know.
They're getting stimulus checks, you dirty-minded person. Vin ignored their prodding. Yeah.
No, they weren't Muslims. They were Black Israelites.
Yeah.
And they didn't call Vin names. They called me names because I'm white.
Yeah. Tammy Bauer is in the house.
Thank you, Tammy. Cool.
But, the thing about those guys that people don't understand is there's a lot of pain. What? Especially with black people in Christianity. There's a lot of pain because, especially in the church, nobody really stood up for us. I mean, MLK, kind of. Mm-hmm. But there was no Malcolm X version in Christianity. There was no Elijah Muhammad version in Christianity. And so you had all these people that still wanted to hold to Christianity, but still wanted the social issues to be front and centered. And so that's where the Black Israelite stuff comes in. So I understand where they're coming from and where the hurt and the anger is coming from. So I'm able to overlook a lot of the stuff that other people aren't because I understand how it feels. You know what I mean?
To death. I don't think they called me a blue-eyed devil.
No, they did.
They did?
Yeah.
I thought they called me just a regular devil.
No, they called you a blue-eyed devil.
Oh, that's nice.
Top 3 corn records are Follow the Leader
a
Issues.
Blue-eyed devil.
Follow the Leader Issues, and I thought... yeah, I have to go with the first corn record. Yeah, MLK was a socialist. Correct.
No, they didn't call me a blue-eyed white dragon. They didn't say that.
No, they didn't call you a dragon, but they did definitely call you Aliens, yes or no? I think it's mathematically almost impossible. The
That there
vastness
wouldn't be.
of the universe, that we're the only sentient living creatures in the universe. I don't get it. I don't think that. Um, yeah. Will
Wow.
there ever be a video on Gigi Allen? Well, I'll put a Gigi Allen thing up on the Village, and then if it gets 200 likes, then I'll do it. Ephesians 6:12 tells us aliens are demons.
What is Ephesians 6:12?
Spiritual warfare, principalities and powers in the heavenly places.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that necessarily means that, though, although I don't think it excludes it either. They're all independent associations of the church, not a denomination. Gigi Allen is gross. I keep hearing about that. I'm going to put that right now. So I'm going to put on the Village page, and it's going to be time sensitive, and I'm not telling anybody. But if it gets 200 likes by X, then we'll do it.
Okay.
There have been folks asking for a Gigi Allen review. If you're interested in us doing one, all you have to do is like this status. We get 200 plus likes by a certain time frame. No, I'm not going to tell you. We will do it.
There.
Post. Boom. There you go. Can I dislike it? If you can, but that's going to count as I'm going to handle it just like YouTube handles it. That's going to count as engagement and push up the score.
No, you should make it takes it down one.
X will definitely like it 200 times. He's a troll. That would be a big mistake, Vin. Likely a bad one.
Yeah, he does bang on that keyboard. I remember when you used to come visit me and you type on my keyboard, I was so afraid you were going to break it because you're like, bang, 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 bang.
What's up, Skywalker? Good to see you. Book of Enoch. Book of Enoch is fun. I love it. One of my favorites. Okay, out of everyone from the Bible, besides Jesus, our Lord and Savior, who do you draw the most inspiration from? Paul. And I relate to him the most. Time Machine.
Paul is the one that I get most of mine.
Okay, Time Machine, you can go back anywhere in Time C1 concert. What would it be? It would be Woodstock 99. Korn set. I would have... That's what turned me into a metalhead. I saw like the last 30 seconds of Got to Life.
No, I'm going to see Pantera in their heyday.
Very good.
Are you coming with me? Or are you going to Woodstock?
I think I'd go to see you with Pantera because my guys would still be alive.
Yep.
God bless the dead. Why do you think it's mathematically possible for aliens to exist, but then you scoff at David Icke's ideas? Because David Icke is saying that there's lizard people and shapeshifters and all the rest of it, and I have a hard time with that, fam. I have a very, very hard time with that. White keyboards in distress!
I did have a white keyboard back in the day.
You need to do Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath.
What?
Somebody said we need to do the song Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. I agree with you. I agree.
What's that though?
Mm-hmm. James 4:9 commands us to be depressed. Everyone throwing out these verses out of context. What's the next verse, people? Good one. Good one. There was a time even Alex Jones saw Icke as absurd and poisoning the pool of conspiracy theorists. Hey, send me that video, bro. I want to see that video. Even Alex Jones was saying he was nervous. Talk to me before you do Gigi Allen. I don't think I'm going to do Gigi Allen, Zonia. I don't think we're going to get the... we're not going to get the likes for it. Yo, Ya Rasulullah. Is there orange juice in the fridge down where you are?
Yeah, there is.
Okay, do me a favor and bring it up here, please.
With a
Love
cup?
you.
With a cup?
Yeah, bring a cup too. Thank you. Yeah, Jazakallahu khairan. Vin and Sori, how does the story of Abraham and Isaac make you guys feel? Like that section of the Bible made me question what I was reading. Just curious. Yeah, I think you're talking about God telling Abraham to sacrifice Isaac. I, you know, it's strange to me. People bring that up all the time. I didn't know until like 3 years ago that people like had a problem with that story. For me, I've been reading that story since I was a kid. Like 4, 5, 6 years old. I never had a problem with it, and it wasn't because God spares Isaac from being sacrificed. It was just because in our theology that God gave His Son as a sacrifice. So I used to follow, I used to report to a guy that said, "I'm never going to tell you to do something that I haven't done already." And so that principle of leadership was always massive to me. And so I never had an issue with that because God did the same with His Son, only He went through with it and nobody rescued Jesus. On top of that, everything we have comes from God. And so if God takes someone that you love, He's done you no wrong, because I didn't earn any of my children, and Abraham didn't earn Isaac. Everybody that we love
Is that all there is?
Isn't there a full one? There's no full one?
Somebody must have been drinking that, because why would you have had that down there like that?
Do me a favor and just pour this with.
Have you guys been drinking that?
I don't even want to hear.
Yeah,
I don't even want to hear. Just get my iced tea, please. Children and all that, these are gifts from God, and everybody that we love is on loan to us from God. They all belong to Him, and He loans them to us, and He can take them whenever He pleases, and He's done us no wrong by that, because these are all gifts. So I've never had an issue with that ever. Just haven't.
I never had an issue with it when I would like kind of read the story when I was younger. For the most part, I didn't have an issue with it. And then I remember when I started having an issue with it, and I thought, oh my gosh. And it was a very uncomfortable topic for quite a few years. Whenever people would bring it up, I was like, oh no. And even still now, sometimes when it gets brought up, I'm like, how do I explain this in a way that's going to be like, can be understood without it sounding really extremely crazy?
Although I do think when David Martin says, I do understand this perspective, because if I didn't read that story without the backdrop of Jesus actually dying, and there's some people say that Jesus actually died on that exact mountain, Mount Moriah. I'm not sure. Huh?
There's a full one in your fridge.
There's a full one in my fridge? A full what?
A full bowl of orange juice.
And it didn't occur to you to just bring me that one, considering that was my
He
first...
didn't see it. He didn't see it because you asked for the one downstairs.
Did you? The one downstairs.
So, where's the full bottle of the orange juice?
It's in your room.
Can you get it?
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
That's what I'm saying. He saw it already. If I didn't read it with the backdrop of Christ's sacrifice, it would be offensive. I agree. And the other thing he said was, where was it? The reason I was a little taken aback was the fact that my interpretation of it was God was demanding evidence of a person's faith. God is all knowing, so to me, it's almost bullying. Yeah. Well, here's the thing, right? In this, just for full disclosures for everybody, the angel shows up, and the angel is himself God, and says, "Now I know that you fear God because you haven't withheld from me your only son." But the issue is that the Bible makes it clear in commenting on that God was conscious to use Abraham as an example of faith for all of his children for all time. So that situation is about, can you just bring the entire bottle? Thank you.
Yeah.
Everything in the Bible yes, it's directly about those individuals as well, but those individuals also serve as examples and inspiration for everybody else. And so one of the things I've said a lot is that when you're going through something or you're suffering, that it's not only about you.
Mhm.
That many times God uses us and tests us so that we can have a human example to relate to. Because think about it. On the one hand, Jesus is the ultimate example. But a person might say, yeah, but he's God in the flesh, and they'd be right. So they'd be like, eh. But if you can take a human with all the same weaknesses that you have and see how he struggled in his faith, and finally he made it to that point, because you got to understand about Abraham was not always this, oh yeah, God, I'll do anything you say. Abraham was actually a massive coward. There were 2 times when Abraham went into a foreign city and told his wife to tell people, you're my sister, because he said, these guys are going to kill me. So Abraham, his disposition was not, oh yeah, anything God says I'm going to do. Abraham was actually an extremely cowardly dude. And so for him to get to the point where he's willing to sacrifice Isaac, showed the growth in faith that he had, and has served. I've encouraged, I don't know, probably hundreds of Christians with that story.
Well, it also says later on in the Bible, when it's commenting on what happened with Abraham, it says that, in other words, basically, Abraham knew that God's promises were true, and that if God said he was going to bless the nations through his son, then he knew that if that kid died, that wouldn't happen. So then if he died,
Right.
God would inevitably raise him from the dead, because God had made a promise and he trusted in God's promises.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that Abraham thought that he was gonna, it was actually going to go through with, and that if it did, that his son would stay dead. Although, I have heard, I remember when I told somebody that, and they were like, I mean, I don't care if God raises my kid from the dead. If I have to put a knife through my kid to begin with, I'm not okay with that.
And the other thing is God calls Isaac Abraham's only son. That wasn't technically true. Abraham already had a son called Ishmael at the time. And so that is prefiguring a time when a father would actually sacrifice his only son, and that was Jesus. The difference in the sacrifice of Christ was that Jesus did not deserve to die. And from a biblical perspective, everybody deserves to die because of sin. And so I completely see it from the other perspective. If I didn't have all that theology around it, then yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Here's Kellendras. Here's Kellendras. Kellendras goes, here we go. It's unbelievable. Hey, Kel, if somebody asks me a Bible question, I'm going to answer from the Bible. Correct, Jay. Jesus was the perfect unblemished sacrifice.
Thanks, Steve Mad.
Saka, how do I interpret the 7-headed dragon? That would be Rome empowered by Satan. That's how I would interpret the 7-headed dragon. Hello from Canada. Hope you guys are staying safe. Been a subscriber, big fan. Northern Metal Reaction channels are dedicated to you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. I'm enlightened. Thank you, David. It's a deep question. It's a deep question, and there's a lot more I could say, but I purposely reduced it because I don't want to go on a 2-hour rant. Did Jesus as a man still have omniscience? I was watching the movie Barabbas, and Jesus kept asking what, where, who questions. Jesus suspended the independent use of his divine attributes in the incarnation. So, no, he didn't. That's why in Matthew 24, when he talks about the final coming, he says, nobody knows the day or the hour, not the angels in heaven, nor the Son, in reference to himself. So while he was on earth, he did not have the divine omniscience. So Vin and Sori, I told you I like this girl. Got any dating advice? Would very much appreciate it. You know what, Big Nose Daryl? Write me something, and I'll shoot a video to your girl and tell her, hey, Daryl likes you, and you should give him a shot because he's a good guy. I'm serious. Send it to us. I'll publish a video. I'll shoot a video for you. If that doesn't get her, then you're doomed, my guy.
Oh my gosh.
Here's Ben. Because no moral...
That's vinandsori@gmail.com. Daryl.
Because no moral being would demand a sacrifice, and God demands sacrifice on more than one occasion. You worship an immoral being. So Ben Webb has just decided by de facto that no moral being would demand a sacrifice. Well, I just disagree with you, Ben. And I don't know from whence you got that idea. Of course, if you say there's no God, I don't even know what the term moral means to you at all. That's a big one.
Uh-oh.
Vin, if you stepped into a time portal and met Vin in 1995, what one piece of advice would you give yourself?
Oh, 10?
I would have told myself not to react the way I did after 9/11. That's what I would have told myself. Book of Enoch. What's your interpretation of the Book of Enoch?
He would have been 11 at that point.
I don't know. What do you mean by... I need something more than what... Hey, Peter Samuelson!
Hey!
Peter Samuel, why is that so familiar to me?
He's the one that used to do our thumbnails.
Yeah.
He sent me that... Remember I showed you that picture? And it looked like a war zone hospital site?
Oh, that's right. I'm seriously gonna send that email for that. I'm gonna shoot that video for that guy. I'm dead serious. If he sends me an email, I'm gonna do it. Do you believe me? 100%. 100%. Have you read the Satanic Bible? Yes. I have read the Satanic Bible. ISIS. 100% ISIS. I'm on Team ISIS for sure. Zombie. What's up, buddy? Zombie Holic. Have you seen the Quarantine Chronicles? I gotta post that shit. Quarantine Chronicles. Let me see what happens if you put that in the in the search engine. Do we pop? Yeah.
Yep.
Number 3. Not bad. Not bad. All right. There you go.
No. Well, they want... People keep periodically asking him. They want the rest of that one.
Any thought on the Catcher in the Rye? Oh, the Catcher in the Rye.
You should finish that.
All right, I'm down, Vin. vininsoria@gmail.com. Give me a little thingamajig, and I can either do it private, unlisted, or I can make it public. So you could say, look at all these people, whatever.
What are you going to do? Add it to one of the beginning of one of the videos?
No, I'm going to make it a separate video. I'm not going to add it. We're going to add on. The man's trying to... He loves this girl.
Yeah, but adding it on might be good, too, because a lot more people will see it.
Nah. Do add-on. It's always funny to me that people would even let me do something like that. Just some random guy.
Well, I know. It's one of those things where it's like, either that's going to be, like, really cool for her, or she's going to be like, you're freaky, and that's a no.
Jet Jag, what's up?
What's a spicy chip challenge?
Yeah, I know. Oh, dime. Not even close. Dime. Was I wrong for referring to the Gnostic Bible as kindling when my sister brought it up in conversation? No, you were not. Just emailed you the I gotta watch that shit. Alex Jones, you know how crazy he is. I guess he was saying that this David, look, oh my God, is he on the Joe Rogan show? Allahu Akbar. I gotta see this. Hold on, guys.
How are you going to do that? You need to do that on another computer.
I know.
Here.
Damn it. All right.
You do it here?
Hold on, not right now. Yeah, just go to my Gmail and
Yours or ours?
Sure.
That's like a serious question.
The Vin and Sori one. I know we've got like 16 million of them. Ingwe or Dime? I don't really know much about Ingwe, to be honest with you. I know he's, the fastest guitarist in the world, something like that, but...
Meeting people who are trying to uncover the great conspiracy. The subject of David Icke always seems to come up.
So what's David Icke doing on TV? We have a lot of different producers. You just get tired of the real meat and potatoes, the real issues. So he's gone for all the ridiculous Hollywood stuff.
Oh, wow. He was in
David
shape.
Icke and the blood-drinking lizard people. So what does David Icke do? He talks about the Federal Reserve, the Bank of England, these global elitists, these power structures, all real, all true, all demonstrated by bills and executive orders and prime ministers and premiers and presidents. All real, meat and potatoes, something you can bite into, something that is easily demonstratable. And then you got David Icke at the end of all this. He says, by the way, they're blood-drinking lizards. Al Gore needs blood to drink. So does Prince Philip. I mean, it's asinine. And it's being picked up by people. And so it discredits all of the reality people are talking about.
Oh, my gosh. When
What is happening?
When you were too crazy for Alex Jones, subhanAllah. Yeah, David Icke, the guy believes that, like, if you heard of lizard people, you ever seen those, like, cartoons of, like, the lizard in a suit and all that? Like, that's David Icke. He says that these are reptilians, that there's, like, satanic aliens. Al Gore, everybody, and, Obama, they're all reptilian lizards, and they drink blood, all this crazy. Yeah. Real shit.
Wait. He thinks that there are people that dress up in those suits?
No, that they are
like
literally...
They're like shapeshifters.
They're shapeshifters, or they're... Real form is lizard people. They drink blood all...
Who said that?
Unbelievable. The guy, he's out of it.
Who's your all-time favorite person to listen to? No, as far as entertaining goes. Like for terrible reasons.
Yasser Qadi.
I'm saying for terrible reasons.
I don't listen to anybody for entertainment, though. Who do I listen to?
That Mike Bloomberg. What? Not Mike Bloomberg.
What?
That guy that you listen to that's always like, he told Iraq to give him a chance to kind of get things straightened out for them.
Michael Moore. Like
stuff like that. Like,
but it's still political commentary.
Mm-hmm. But you listen to it because it's entertaining for terrible reasons. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Is there other stuff like that?
He would be the only one. I mean, he's commenting on politics. What? Alex Jones believes in the lizard people now? Are you guys actually in front of a campfire? Yes. What? Did you see Crystal Ball refer to the Bernie Biden endorsement as a hostage video? Yes, I saw it. Well, I've been to...
Was she serious?
I've been to...
Was she serious?
No. Oh. She was a joke. I've been to some... I've had some trainings or whatever, and it kind of did... If you looked at his affect and things like that, it kind of did look like he was like under duress, like he was in a hostage video.
Wow.
Yes, I did see Crystal say that. It was hilarious. Unbelievable. We are doomed. If you could hug anyone in the world without contracting or transmitting a nasty virus, who would it be? Ben Webb. Easy. Ben Webb.
I don't know. Zonia asked that? Yeah. I really don't know Zonia.
Rising is a great show, BM fan, although I don't... Sagar is supposed to be like the right-wing side, and he sounds exactly like Crystal on almost everything. So I'd like to see where he's actually on the right. You know what I mean? But I agree. I love Rising. Rising and Jimmy Dore. Rising has replaced Tim Pool. I don't really watch Tim Pool anymore because of Rising. I like Rising a lot more. Ben probably... Oh, no doubt. Ben needs a lot of hugs. For sure. Alex Jones has the documents. Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, I guess if you were saying, who do you feel like hugging because you feel like, you want to help them? I still don't know.
The person you would hug is me, dog. She's already hugged you when we met you at the
Right.
When we saw you at the Cradle show. We got you backstage. Lindsay Schoolcraft hugged you. What of the hugs do you want, man?
Oh, I'm sorry, Zonia. I have no clue.
Oh, I figured you wouldn't be able to stand. I figured you wouldn't be able to stand Tim Pool, Kellen Dross.
You're meh on Jimmy Dore? I think he's entertaining.
Yeah, Kellen Dross couldn't like Jimmy Dore. He's got too much conviction. Things are too black and white for Kellen Dross to like him.
I think his favorite bassist is Orion.
From Behemoth, 100%. Well, I like Orion's stage presence. I love it. But as far as like bassists that I actually like, it would be Rick Now from Mudvayne.
What? Sorry, what did he say?
Guess I would hug Sori. Anyone married to Vin needs that. I agree. That's true. That's very, very true.
Oh.
That's a fact. That's a moth fact. How bizarre.
Oh, if I could create any Ben and Jerry's flavor you want.
10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes.
You know what? I'm a very basic ice cream eater. I don't like anything too fancy, too overdone. I like cookies and cream, sometimes strawberry, mostly cookies and cream.
I told you. Look, see, I know Kellen Dross. I figured him out. He's completely surrendered his mind to postmodernism. Look at this. Jimmy rubs me the wrong way with his approach to things. It's actually what Vin said.
Wow.
See, I figured it out. Me and him had a very long conversation. I said, oh, okay.
I understand.
Now I understand. Cliff Burton. Yeah, I feel like anytime people ask about bassist, I just assume Cliff Burton. You know, it's kind of like, who is the best person in the world? Like,
Thanks, Matthias.
I'm just assuming Jesus. We're talking about second place. Like, who's the best wide receiver? Okay, we're assuming Jerry Rice. You know, that's kind of how I looked at it.
If I could hug anyone in any time period, then I would want a hug from Jesus.
Look, here's Kellen Doff. Though Vin clearly meant it as an insult, I did not! I love when people say something clearly, and that's like completely not it. Clearly!
Did you say this?
What? No, I said 10 minutes.
Oh, you did just say that.
Yeah,
I didn't hear you say
5
it.
minutes! 5 minutes!
Oh gosh, Senior, that's disgusting.
Don't tell me. Does Sori play video games? If yes, what's your favorite? She plays Fortnite. We play Fortnite almost every day.
I play Fortnite, but I don't get the same thrill from it that I did from Gears of War. Actually, you said what would I like to do in the evenings? I would like to do some Gears.
Yeah.
I know you're bored of it. I know you're sick of it, but I liked it. I liked the
I've been trying to counsel Kellen
story.
Dross.
I like it. You know what it did? It made me nervous, and I liked it. Like Fortnite for me is nothing surprises you when it happens in Fortnite. I don't really know what's going to happen next in that game, and it always kind of kept me on the edge of my seat. Plus, I got really good at shooting, and I liked that. Hey, I don't even have a controller. Everybody breaks them.
Don't read that. I'll email you tomorrow. Online school is driving. Yeah, no doubt, Daryl. Tell me, give me the background. Maybe I can send you some stuff. Who knows? Let's see. Play Gears of... This is Perkinos. He called me a fool. You fool, he says. Because I won't vote for Biden. You fool, he says. He's like, you're not going to vote for the person that's closer to Bernie than Trump. He actually believes that Biden is closer to Bernie than Trump. And he called me a fool. It's a true story. Sargon is an absolute joke. Sargon is okay. I like that guy Dame Pesos, the guy that does the meltdown videos. I love him. I love Dame Pesos.
Yeah, we literally bought the new Gears game, and it's still sitting there. We haven't even played it. When we played the last one, it was fun because like there was a spot in there where we could go in and be against each other. You remember that?
Yeah.
Oh my word, that was so thrilling to me.
Yes, Dame Peso's laugh is hilarious.
It takes me a while to get used to the controls and stuff because we didn't play video games growing up. It was like a rarity. It was something that we got when I was older, and we weren't even allowed to do it that much. So I never really got like, you know, fluid on the controller. Like Vin picks up a controller and he basically has it down really quickly. But it took a little while, and then I finally was like onto my controls where I'm like, okay, I think I get this. And so we would do, and it was fun because like he was so scary, and all of a sudden like I would feel like I had a good handle on it, and then all of a sudden he would pop up beside me and start shooting me, and I'd have to try to kill him before he kills me, and it was very exciting. I liked it because I did get the jump on him sometimes too. So he will probably say he always won, but that's simply not true. I did win some of the times. See, you would say I never won, right? You won every single time.
No, I mean, I had to let you win sometimes. You feel terrible.
You all know what this is.
I heard Trump was really popular in the hood after those stimulus checks started going out. Trump was actually more popular in the hood than people realized, well before the stimulus stuff.
He just rolled his eyes at you. Smack him.
Don't dare me, dare your diary.
What's laser yag? Is that laser tag?
It's okay, Vin. You're my favorite fool, at least. I don't know, man. I got a hard time feeling insulted by being called a fool for not voting for Joe Biden.
Oh.
I mean, anybody who votes for Joe 330 Biden, I don't think you got a lot of room to say anything about anybody's intellectual acumen. I'm sorry. Sorry. It's just where I'm at right now. It's where I'm at. Okay, so your name is Caleb. Okay. Make sure you put that in my email. You need to play knockouts in Fortnite. It's more fun than squads.
Oh yeah, you did that, right? Look at that.
Isn't the story of a guy that's better than you in every conceivable way, and even he, as great as he is, becomes suicidal and brutalized publicly to death? What is their hope for anyone else? Beyond belief. What are you talking about? Vin is my favorite future atheist. I could never be an atheist, not because of Christian conviction. I mean, I could see myself in different belief systems. I could see myself being a Hindu. I could see myself being a Muslim. I could never see myself being an atheist. Yeah. It never happened. Yeah, Eve. Yeah, I guess we're just fools. I'm a fool too because I'm not voting for Biden. Yeah. Vin, you need to get a better education. Go. Some records. Challenge accepted. Red Dead Redemption. No, Red Dead Redemption. But that's the game with you're in like the Old West or something like that or whatever. Are you guys annihilationists?
No, I couldn't listen to Petra.
I am not an annihilationist.
No, it was really strict, the music that we could listen to. We couldn't even listen to all Christian music. It had to be, like, DC Talk was kind of like on the edge.
The story of a depressed savior that knows death is coming and does nothing. What hope does that give a child hearing about his traumatic death year on and year on? Well, I don't think the story of a depressed savior who dies is very hopeful at all. But a savior who bears the griefs of humanity and a God who comes down and interacts with the pain and suffering of human beings and then takes the worst that human beings have to offer, puts it in the ground and then raises again on the third day to institute a new humanity. That is a beautiful story.
Does eternal sleep sounds scary to you? First of all, I need to say something. If you think about eternal sleep, it's kind of weird because in a sense you could almost kind of throw in with it because you couldn't completely, but you could kind of, in the sense that when I'm asleep and I'm dreaming, unless if I'm having the dreams where I know that I'm dreaming, aside from that, I think that I'm awake and I think that I'm living in another realm. So if you were eternally asleep and dreaming of another place, you would be at that other place. You just wouldn't be there bodily, but you're there all your other aspects of your being. But as Christians, we do believe you're going to be in another place,
Uh-huh.
but you're going to be there bodily too. So
Do you think it's eternal suffering in hell, that north? Yes, but I believe that the suffering is caused by our own internal hatred and bitterness toward God and each other. No comment, Dan, Bipolarama.
oh gosh, when you scroll down, Amy
What?
Lee, I'll put a virus in your site that secretly whispers to you during. Where'd it go?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people responding at the same time. There she is.
Reactive in essence. I'm sure you can use your weight, throw your weight around when the website's up and get us to react in essence.
Yeah, Sori has these lucid dreams all the time where she knows she's in a dream and all that.
It's not all the time, but it is some of the time.
My
You know
dreams
what's
are-
really terrible? Is that's when I really know that I'm sinful at my core. Because as soon as I realize I can do a bunch of stuff and get away with it, I do. I never do nice things as soon as I realize I'm lucid dreaming. I was in class in my dream, and all of a sudden I realized that I was dreaming, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I looked around, and then I looked at the other student beside me. I was like, I'm dreaming! I'm dreaming! And I jumped up, and I slapped the teacher in the face, and then I ran down the hall and did other horrible things.
North, I understand. I understand completely. How do you know if God still interact with us?
He talked to me today.
I always feel bad when I say that because that's kind of the biggest problem of evil question I've ever had is why God doesn't relate to more people the way that he's related to me my entire life. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's very that's like the ultimate. That's the hardest problem of evil question. The other stuff, like I honestly don't. I swear to God.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? How do you say that? Tejas?
Huh?
Tejas? How do you
Ooh,
say that?
Tejas.
Tejas. I don't know what your belief system is. Vinny probably knows more about you, but if you just pray to Jesus and ask him to help you with that sleep paralysis. That used to happen to me all the time, and it doesn't anymore. But I used to pray about it, and I would just be like, oh my gosh, Jesus, please help me with that situation. And the only thing that would break my sleep paralysis is as soon as I was in that situation, I would be trying to say the name of Jesus. And as soon as I would say the name of Jesus, boom, it would break out of it. It's the weirdest thing. But it's scary. Oh, gosh. What's OBE, Lori? I would always see a dark figure most times when I would have sleep paralysis. The weirdest thing is it happened to me the most when I was in Bible college and in my first marriage. It was that span of my life. But it actually kind of weird. It completely stopped once I got with Vinny. But I don't know if that was because I was praying or if it has anything to do with him, or I really don't know. I just say hey and go back to bed.
Is that Senior Clay?
Yes.
Don't we have like the most like amazing group of people?
Yes, hilarious.
It's unbelievable to me. No doubt beyond belief. I went to Bible college too, but I don't think I've ever met somebody that went to Bible college that had a good experience there.
William, he's wanted me for a long time. He's just not going to get me.
The devil.
Mm-hmm.
I swear to God, man.
I had this really weird experience one time where there was this person that was like, I'm gonna go with saying the person was demon possessed. The way that they were acting was absolutely crazy. It wasn't just like mental illness. It was like, and so I started praying for the person, and when I started praying for the person, they did not like that at all. And then one of the times they came up and they grabbed me and they whispered in my ear, Satan hates you, but he really wants you, or something like that. It was the craziest thing. So I started praying and praying and praying. And eventually, like, that spirit left that girl. And she was like a completely different person. So much so that her parents, who had no religious background, came to where she was hanging out with us, and they said, we want to know what happened, because our daughter is a completely different person. Like, she switched like that. What happened here? I was like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to tell these people? So I was like, well, I think that,
I'll tell you what, I am tired. I'm fucking tired. That's the truth. But it's not because I need to go to sleep. Oh, man. Back to it.
I wish that I had like the power to like calm you.
Vin doesn't believe in sleep.
Is your sister single, Sori?
That's true.
How old is she? No, she's not single. She's older than me. She's 15 months older than me.
No comment, Tasco. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I do need to meditate. I swear, man. You guys don't know me, but I've come in a very, 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 very long way. An extremely long way.
Uncle Dan, how would that help me to learn to compartmentalize? Vin and I went to get something at a store, and you know how you can't go into the stores, well, some stores you can't go into right now. They brought us out somebody else's stuff, and we didn't realize it till we got home. And so the next day we went back, and they basically gave us like $20 worth of free stuff.
Which place is it?
Today.
Huh?
Today.
Oh, yes. Yes, they did.
Mm-hmm.
And I very much appreciate it.
Hey, this is Zombieholic.
Zombieholic. Oh, he went to the he saw the Quarantine Chronicles. I sent him the link.
Oh.
so Zombieholic, you have you've got a golden ticket to all the rest of our shows.
Yeah, send us an email so that way we can send them to you. Just put Zombieholic in the subject so we know it's you.
Man.
If you compartmentalize, Vin still gets dinner when you're mad at him. Actually, Vin is more likely to get dinner when I'm mad at him. I've cooked you dinner lots of times when I've been mad at you.
Yeah.
I used to clean the house when I was mad. That was in my previous marriage, though.
That doesn't happen anymore.
I've only done that like once or twice. My grandfather used to on purpose get my grandma mad. And then he said that she'd go through the house like a white tornado. He'd piss her off just so she'd clean.
Right,
I'm like, that's so terrible.
5 minute bonus, guys. 5 minute bonus. Oh, man.
No, I've never burned dinner on purpose. Nope. Sometimes when I'm very mad, I'll still cook because I think I feel bad being really mad. So I don't have it to do all of that, to be like mad and not cook. There's sometimes where being mad or like being in a fight has like drained me so much that I'm just going to bed. But it's not because I'm like, oh, I'm just not going to cook for him, so he'll have to be hungry. I've never had that sort of a...
No, you're not like that. No.
Oh no, Zombieholic. I'm sorry, I don't know how that happened. You can send... So I'm assuming you're on Patreon. So send me a message on Patreon and let me know that you're Zombieholic.
I'm going to make sure we do something for the big homie.
Yeah, and I want to make sure that he's going to get the thing. 5 minutes is like a half an hour. Yeah,
This is only sent $3.
Yeah, I know that it is. We were out with the kids. We took them for a walk, and Vin was like, "All right, kids, you have I never do this. I'm like, when I'm ready to go, I'm like, all right, let's go. Everybody get down. But he was like, you guys have 10 minutes. I'm like, what a nice thing to do to people instead of just being like, let's go. So like 30 minutes ended up going by before we left after the 10-minute mark. I'm like, these are some lucky kids.
The Dore video. Whoa.
Oh, thank you, Roy.
Only 10 USD? No, that's a lot, Roy. We appreciate that, especially in this time and place. Good night, man. I appreciate it. Send us an email. Make sure you get the Quarantine Chronicles. Okay, so Jimmy Dore spitting in Alex Jones's face. Jimmy Dore is a real life gangster. Like,
yeah, you wouldn't know it by looking at him. Well,
I like he's the realest one. He's a real one. He really, really is. And if Jones wanted to do something, he could have done something. But you know, Jank and all these, it's all this talk and all this. I think it's terrible. You shouldn't do anything. But Dore is a real live gangster.
I was very surprised he did that. He didn't look like the type to me.
Oh, I had him pegged as that type of guy. He was like the guys that, you know. The rest of, you know, what's his face? We're going to war, Jen.
Hey,
we're going to war. Vote for Biden. Fuck out of here, Jen.
We're about to stop live streaming, but Zonia is going to take a shower and take care of her bees, and then after that, she's going to be live streaming. So if you're like, no, I don't want to be alone.
Oh, really? Thank you, Senior Clay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
That's an example of what I dislike about Dore. Well, I think, sure, but if I look at it from my pacifist, biblical, obviously he shouldn't have done it. But if I look at it from like where I come from,
Code slammer.
Alex Jones stepped in there. He did all these intimidation tactics and all the rest of it, and Dore was ready to get busy. You spit on somebody and you're ready to fight.
Yep.
And
listen. Code slammer. Vin. We're not going to talk about the coronavirus. Also, Vin, Quarantine Chronicles is here.
I love when people catch those things. I love that shit. That is awesome.
I don't know if spitting is the ultimate cowardice. I think that spitting is the ultimate cowardice if you don't think the person's... Like, we've been in situations where we were doing things where people knew that we were not, like, that we're pacifists and we're not going to retaliate. And then you come up and spit on us and our kids and stuff. That's just, like, I think that's cowardice. But if you're doing it when you think you're full well, you get hit right back in the face, I don't know. It's pretty annoying to get spit on. It's pretty disgusting.
There wasn't a lot of. There wasn't. I don't even remember
taking their coats off.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I don't even remember. Look, and then there's Jen getting held back by the guy.
What
that's
happened?
Like
What's
50,
on his shoulder?
He's like 50 pounds. That's his. The guy's like 50 pounds lighter than Jenk, but he's holding Jenk back. Yeah. Like, you're not about that life, Jenk. Hold on, let me see my man Jimmy Dore. Yeah, he went. Puh!
Oh, and then he said, "That
guy just spit on me." I mean, he didn't run away. I mean, he walked off. But like I said...
But he did go away kind of quickly.
Like I said, if somebody really wants smoke with somebody, they're going to do something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you go somebody's face and spit on it. I don't know.
Jay, I can't stand Jank.
Jank is... Well, they're all those guys are all fake,
Him
man. The whole crew. Like, there's this one guy, Joe Iderola or something like that. That guy, I like him. He's a real one. But the rest of them is...
He watches that political stuff all the time. And there's sometimes I feel like saying, you got to shut that off. I can't stand these people. Please just shut it off. I can't hear their voices.
Yeah. We're going to war. I love Jack. Dame pesos. And it's Jack saying he's going to war with the Democrat establishment. But now he's voting for Biden.
Stop it.
I love Dame Pesos. I love Dame Pesos. All those idiots were doing the Russiagate nonsense. Now, see, everybody now knows, like, it's one of those quiet things that everybody knows that Russiagate was bullshit. Mm-hmm. I mean, everybody now admits that it was all bullshit. But before...
Oh, well, that voice, yeah.
But before...
Okay, honestly, if I wasn't a pacifist and you spit on me, yes, I absolutely would fight you.
You would murder them.
Don't do that.
You would murder. Did we ever publish that video on Patreon with the Street Fighter Sori?
Yeah.
Super Saiyan Sori?
Yeah, the patrons got it.
Yeah.
When we were at the movie theater.
Yeah, you.
No.
Yeah, you wasn't having it.
Don't do that.
You wasn't. He's
There's
on
so
some
many
gangster
things
shit.
that I look back over my life and I'm like, I should have just stood up a little bit at that time or another, because honestly, I think just taking it on the chin all the time instead of like, I don't think that you should like cause a fight everywhere you are, but at the same time, I don't think that you should just, I don't know, let
What's up,
everything
Jose?
happen to you all the time either. I think you need to speak up for yourself. And I was told you don't speak up for yourself too much, especially at your job.
You were just waiting. You were just waiting.
Ooh, and now it's all pent up. I'm 35 years old. I need to, just be a mom and not like, but there I am, the movie theater, ready to go all out on this girl.
I looked at the big homie. He looked at me. He just looked straight forward.
Yep. He didn't want to know. He didn't want no parts of that.
Would you rather be Drake or J. Cole? Neither one of them.
It's really terrible because there's some days where I'm just hoping that something's gonna pop off.
I know. You got all that. See, and
That's
all
I should
out
have
of
done that when I was 16,
it's
not
all
when
out
I'm
of my system.
35.
It's all out of my system.
Yeah.
It's all out of my system.
Yeah, there's part of me that's kind of like, I don't know.
I don't care if you white or white or black. You want smoke where the light is at. My man Jimmy Dore, he had the glasses on too. He's a real live gangster. I love me some Jimmy Dore. I'm always like him.
His
Drake.
faces that he makes
I know.
when he's watching the video
I know.
is hilarious.
If Alex would have knocked Jimmy out, y'all would be calling him a brute. I would not. I would not call him a brute. Somebody spits in your face, you knock him out. I get it. I get it. There wasn't a lot of that happening.
Right.
There was a
Dapso,
guy
you got
that
it.
threatened at school. There's this dude, Deshaun. He threatened to spit in this guy's face, and the guy said, "Oh yeah," and he gave him $1.50 right there on the steps. Took out his box cutter.
$1.50.
Yep, right there on the steps. True story. He just threatened to spit on him, and he
Whoa.
yeah, he carved him up. Bronx, New York was crazy, man. It was absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy.
You guys don't look a day over 30. Ohio respect.
Do you think the Senate will pass the $25,000 thing? I don't think so.
Can you find what on YouTube?
I don't think so.
You are on YouTube right now.
What's the topic about? Nothing, Jose. Nothing, Jose. The topic is about 30 pesos. My man, Jenk. Eve, we got to go too. Shalom Aleikum, everybody.
Yeah, Brian, we have somebody jumped on the $75 tier and they asked
Zombie
for a Pink
Holic.
Floyd song.
Much love to you, buddy.
Thanks, Zombie Holic. Aw,
You the man.
Bye. That's cute. Yeah, and they asked for a Pink Floyd song. So, do you remember which one it is?
No.
Yeah. Anyway, it'll be coming out soon.
Predator soon.
No. Predator soon is Vin soon. That's really annoying that like I don't like it when somebody brings a knife to a fist fight or a gun to a knife fight. Like just what you like just do it. You know what I mean? Like if you guys are just put up hands, but don't bring a knife in the situation. I understand why people do it, but honestly, I really think that at some point I'm going to join one of those classes.
What?
Where you can spar around with people.
They want to do that jitsu?
Yeah, something. I would like to spar around with some other girls my age.
That thing has 60 things already.
Oh, my neck is doing a lot better. I've basically been seeing the chiropractor twice a week. But you know what he thinks? He thinks that it's my jaw. And that because my jaw was messed up, it's like, I don't know, affecting my neck. I know that when I open up my mouth, I can feel my jaw click. So I don't know, maybe it is. And this side of my face is always tense. Like, and it's weird because when Vin would like rub my shoulders and rub my neck, he would rub my jaws. And I always thought it was like the weirdest thing, like for him to rub my jaw and like my face is all like, but I'm like, well, whatever. And, it would always feel so good that I couldn't tell him don't do it because it felt so good. And now I'm like, well, maybe there is something wrong with my jaw. He had me like open up my mouth, and when I was opening my mouth, he like moved my jaw. I don't know. It was weird. So we'll see if it's better. I don't know. I don't know.
All right, y'all. It's been about 10 minutes, I think.
I don't think I do, Roy.
Sori versus Amanda Nunes. Sori, really, you could have done a lot. You could have done a lot in the world. You could have worked with me. You'd have just had to stay domestic. Mortal Kombat 11. I had to look at that. All right, guys. Much love to all of you guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks for keeping us company. Jose Cespedes.
Really, Michael?
Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate everybody. Thanks for hanging out with the big homie.
Mm-hmm.
Go check out
And me as
Zonia's. Go check out Zonia's live stream.
Mm-hmm. You
BM
don't have to
fan.
be alone. There's another place to go.
BM fan. The first debate between Trump and who's the other guy? Biden. The first debate between Trump and Biden, man. You gotta log in and keep me company because this is gonna be some painful shit we're about to endure in this motherfucker. Yeah, I'll text you. I got your number for sure. For sure. No doubt, Saleh. Good to see you, buddy. No, you have to do it, BM fan. Clear your schedule.
Salah, I always point out your messages to Vin because I can never pronounce your name, and I always want to say Selah, and so I always point you out so he'll say something. So know that it's coming from me as well.
Tosco. Who's the other guy? LOL. Biden said the same thing.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry. You shall not speak evil of a ruler of your people. I forgot Biden's name. I said, we're going to watch the debate, Trump versus Biden. And I said, the other guy. And then what's his face? Tosco said, who's the other guy? Biden said the same thing. It's about you, sir. It's about you.
Oh, my God.
You're the candidate. There is some meme. It was with Biden, and I would have shared it, but I'm trying so hard not to.
I know.
And it was.
You'd be so funny if you weren't a Christian.
I would be. I would probably do stand up if I wasn't a Christian. My mind works so quickly.
My word!
But it was.
I couldn't take it though if you made me the butt of your jokes. I couldn't take it.
He said it's got him and that one where Biden is and Obama are sitting next to each other and Obama's just like doing one of these.
Oh no!
And it's like I endorsed you, Joe, and then Joe looks at him and says, "For what?" Yeah, right there. He shared it. Hold on. Hey, Tosco, send me a message. I'm gonna show it to Sori. Astaghfirullah. God forgive me. I really do feel bad about laughing at him, though. I really do.
I know
because
you
do. It's sad to see what happened. And it's like,
all right, Caleb, we got you.
He's been trying for 40 years to become the president, and he hasn't been able to. And now, like, he's got a shot, but now his mind, it's like a. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's like what happened with Dwayne Wade. His knee just went out, and he couldn't get that lift. He couldn't get that lift anymore.
I feel more bad when people don't use their mind for corruption. Like if you used your mind for corruption, and now your mind is not working at the capacity that it used to. It's like, well,
Yeah,
oh no.
I gotta get off of this. You guys are terrible. You guys are.
Oh my gosh, that's so terrible. And the way he's leaning in. Hey, Seven Dustin.
We gotta get out of here. I'm so sorry. Do not make. On a serious note, think about this, guys. Seriously though. The guy's literally losing his mind before us. Like literally it's it could be Alzheimer's or whatever. It really is a sad thing. And so I'm a horrible person for laughing at these memes. I mean it. It's a sad thing. If we had a family member where that was happening and millions of people were laughing at him, we'd be hurt, right? So I think sometimes when you look at these people, they're celebrities, they're famous or whatever, you kind of strip away all the humanity. And I get what you're saying because Jimmy Dore said it like it'd be one thing if you were early onset Alzheimer's and you left the public sphere. You're a real jerk if you laugh at somebody that does that. But this freaking guy is trying to run our country, the most powerful country on the planet. So he gets what he gets. I understand that. But the other side of that, though, is at the end of the day, he's a human being.
Well, the only thing that kind of makes me say, well, wait a minute, is if he does have Alzheimer's, then he might not realize that he's in the condition that he's in.
Well, it's early onset Alzheimer's, though, if it's Alzheimer's. So he knows.
I don't know.
He knows that his mind is not the same. Like when I was in the
Yeah, but
hospital.
he might not realize the degree.
When I was in the hospital and they had all those meds, they gave me all those meds. Like I knew my mind wasn't the same.
Mhm.
And I said, you got to take me off these meds. I hear you. I hear you, Kelladros. Why are you going to go up against Trump in that mental state? It's very selfish, and I get it. I get it. But I just want to put that out there to everybody, like, you know, and I you know, anyway, I'm trying very, very hard to keep that in mind because it's a sad thing to see. Sure, everybody would agree with that, but good Lord. Either way, guys, we're doomed. So there's that. But we still have each other.
And the Quarantine Chronicles.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Oh, that's right. I
Unbelievable.
wanted to show it to my mom. All right. Well, I need
They said
to
it
go get
worked
some
for
water.
Reagan did have early onset Alzheimer's, but I don't think I
Did
mean
you?
I was too young. I was too young to see. You know what I mean?
Bye, farewell.
So-
I bid you adieu. Do.
Vin out.
Oh, sorry, out.
Oh, hold on. Gone.